Mhm. You remember that we were talking about regrets, right? Maybe some things we might have done better or in a different way, right? So we are going to continue with that, okay? So in this case, we have the usage of would and should, okay? To create different scenarios, to create different results to some situations, right? And we have a pardon. Can you help me read the pardon, Ronnie, please?
Okay. Plus, perdón.
I have it in this order today. I have it different, don't worry.
Subject plus could or should plus
Mhm.
have plus past participle plus complement plus what?
Period.
Period.
Yes. Remember that in writing, in grammar, we say period. Okay, pretty nice. So we have the subject, any subject, right? I, you, he, she, it, we, they, or we can say my mom, or Felipe, my cousin, my uncle, and Mary, Samantha, anything, okay? Any subject that we have. Oh, let's see, we have Andrea. Let's join Andrea. Hi, Andrea, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine.
Hello. Okay. We're just starting. Okay. So Ronnie just helped me read the pardon, and we have subject plus would or should. We have plus past participle plus a complement, right? And of course, always a period at the end. Okay. Remember that we are talking about different outcomes or different results to a situation, right? So we are going to study this today. Okay. So imagine, we were talking about subjects, any subjects, I, you, he, she, we, they, or any name, right? Lucas, Robert, Francisco, Samantha, Tamara, any name, right? We have would or should. In this case, we have the word have and the past participle of the verb that you are going to use, right? We can say driven, drunk, run. We can say the past participle of any verb, right? And the complement. Think about anything. Eaten what? Lasagna. Okay. Drunk what? Tea. Okay. Traveled where? To Spain. Okay. The complements to the sentence, right? And at the end, the period. Now let's see some examples. Andrea, can you help me with this example, please?
Yes. I would have driven faster.
Okay. I would have driven faster,
Driven.
right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We say drive, drove, driven. Perfect. So we have the subject. What is the subject?
I.
I. We have the word would, right? This is our auxiliary today. Would. Then we have the word have. And the past participle of drive, we have
True.
driven. And the complement, faster, right? Okay, pretty nice. Let's see another example. And this example, we are going to use should, okay? So Ronnie, can you help me with this example, please?
He should have spoken to someone else.
Yes, he should have spoken to someone else. Pretty nice. So we have the subject. Now we have should. We don't have would. We have should. Okay, remember that should is used for a suggestion, right? In this case, it's a suggestion. Maybe this person already did things wrong or in a way that wasn't the best one. So we are giving a suggestion, right? He should have spoken to someone else, right? About anything, okay? Now we have another example. Andrea, can you help me with this example, please?
I would have called the police.
Yes, I would have called the police, right? Imagine there was a robbery in a bank or in a little shop that you were in, and you say, oh, I would have called the police, right? And tell them what was happening, right? Uh, it will be, it would have been a different situation, a different result, right? Oh, we have Caleb. Hello, Caleb.
Hello, teacher. Good night.
Good night. How are you?
I'm fine. I was on the Scrum workshop, so I couldn't enter sooner. Sorry.
Okay, don't worry, don't worry. We're studying the same topic as yesterday, right? So today we have the usage of would and should to create different scenarios, okay? To certain
Okay, right.
situations. Remember that we are kind of regretting things, right? Maybe things that you should have done better, right? Now we have another example, okay? Can you help me with this example, Caleb, please?
Sure. We should have prepared more food.
Yes, we should have prepared more food, right? Imagine you go camping and one person eats like Patrick, and you're like, oh my God, the rest of us are not going to eat because he is eating everything. We should have prepared more food, right? So we have these examples, right? We have this
Yeah.
structure, okay? We have subject plus would or should, anyone that you want to use, plus have plus past participle. Remember that when we have the auxiliary have, we must have the verb in past participle form, okay? And then we have the complement and of course a period at the end, okay? So people, do you have a question about this? This was just to complement yesterday's topic. So tell me if you have a question. Mhm.
Hey, teacher,
Yes, Ronnie, tell me.
this structure is used as regret or as a, I don't know, as a suggestion.
Yes, when we use should, it is a suggestion. When we use would, it is a regret. Imagine I tell you, I got 5 in an exam. I would have studied more, right? I regret that I didn't study. But imagine you tell me, Ronnie, I ate milk. Imagine that you cannot digest milk, that you are lactose intolerant. I can tell you, you should have eaten something else. I am giving you a suggestion, right? So that is the difference. One is regret, something I would have done better or different, and should is for a suggestion that I give someone else, right?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, pretty nice. So if we don't have more questions, we are going to go to a practice, okay? Here I have some situations, okay? And the question is, what would you have done if what? Imagine we have some options. Andrea, can you read the first column, please?
So zombie apocalypse,
Mhm.
bird alive,
Buried alive.
buried
Yes.
alive,
Uh-huh.
caught in a crossfire,
Mhm.
attacked in an elevator,
Mhm.
trapped in algae. I don't know how to say algae or
Algae. Yeah.
guy.
Yes. Okay, so we have those options. Imagine a zombie apocalypse. What would you have done? Imagine it is year 2150 and there was an apocalypse in 2050. What would you have done if there was a zombie apocalypse? Or what would you have done if you were buried alive? Imagine everybody at your funeral and they bury and you're like inside the casket. What would you have done, right? Or imagine you're caught in a crossfire. Do you know crossfire? Imagine there's some people in this side shooting to this side and there's another people in this side shoot into the, and you're in the middle, right? Caught in a crossfire, right? Or what happened? What would you have done if you are attacked in an elevator? Imagine there's a lot of people in an elevator going up or going down, and there's someone with a knife or there's someone with a gun. What would you have done? Yes, we have a lot of situations. Or your feet trapped in algae. Imagine you are in a lake or in the ocean, and you're a little bit deep, and you feel and you get trapped, and you cannot go to the surface. What would you have done, right? Let's see to the other situations that we have. Ronnie, can you help me with the middle column, please?
Somebody crowd
Mhm.
fell into an ice cold, avalanche, dog attack, fall inside the ocean.
Yes, imagine a stampeding crowd. Imagine you're at a concert and there's, imagine someone starts shooting in some place and everybody starts running and you fall and everybody's stepping on you. That is a stampeding. But what would you have done in that case? Or imagine you're in a mountain and you fell into an ice hole. Imagine there's a big hole and you fell into that, right? What would happen? Or an avalanche. You're skiing in a mountain and you see all of the snow coming towards you, right? That is another one, an avalanche. Or a dog attack. Imagine any kind of dog. I'm not going to say people because I'm more afraid of chihuahuas than of pitbulls. But imagine any kind of dog that you can think. Imagine a ferocious dog attacks you. What would you have done? Or imagine you're swimming in the shore on the beach on the ocean and you start seeing that you go back inside of the ocean and you cannot swim back to the surface. Imagine what would you do in those situations, right? So we have those. What about the last column? Caleb, can you help me with that column, please?
What would you have done if you were
Mhm.
school shooting,
Mhm.
or if you were in a hostage situation,
Mhm.
or if you drove a car into a lake? Well, that's really disgusting. If
Yeah.
you were lost in the
Mhm.
forest,
Mhm.
or if you were on a building on fire.
Okay, so imagine in a school shooting, that is very common in the United States, right? I was
Well,
watching the news today and imagine the few days that we have. What date is today? Today is the 24th. There have been 32 mass school shootings in these 24 days. Imagine, people in the United States are crazy. Yes, 32. I don't know if you saw this news, but there was one like a week ago that a student shot his teacher in the middle of the class. In the middle of the class, I don't know what. And do you how old do you think was this student? The student who shot his teacher. How old do you think he was?
well, maybe, I don't know.
How much?
12, I said 12 years old.
12.
Trying
Okay,
to guess.
that is a good guess. How old do you think he was, Andrea?
15.
15. Okay. And you, Ronnie? How old do you think he was? 12. Imagine, he was not 12, he was not 15. He was 6 years old.
Holy
Imagine.
crap.
Yes, imagine. How would a 6-year-old get a gun to take to school and how many anger issues he had in order to shoot someone? Imagine 6 years old. I have 6-year-old students and I cannot imagine them shooting me. Imagine that would be, oh, imagine, I don't know. I don't know how would it be. But yes, school shooting, right? Imagine you're in the middle of a school shooting. What would you have done, right? Then we have another situation, a hostage situation. Imagine you're at the bank paying something or taking some money, and there are some men in mask, and they start trying to rob the bank, and you are a hostage. Okay, they don't let you go. You're a hostage. Okay, what would you have done in that situation? Or imagine if you drive your car into a lake. Imagine you go in a highway and you don't see, you fall asleep, and you go to the lake. What would you do? Right? We also have lost in the forest. Imagine you go to another country and say, oh, let's connect with nature
Well, that's
and
not a
with
big deal,
animals.
really. I think.
To get lost in the forest.
Yeah, you have
Really?
the stars, you have the sun, you have the rivers. It's not that difficult, in my opinion.
Oh,
Don't get
but
me wrong.
imagine you don't know the place. Imagine you're in a different country.
Well, that would be really,
Yeah, you don't know
really
what
bad.
animals are there, or you don't know how far you are from
Yeah.
civilization, right? So imagine lost in the forest. And the last one, that the building you are in caught some fire. Imagine. So what would you do in this situation? What would you have done in this situation? Because this situation have happened in the past, and people may have reacted in a different way, in a not so good way, right? So you are going to choose, let's say we have a lot. You are going to choose two situations, okay? And you are going to tell me, using the structure that we have, the structure that we have studied, you are going to tell me the things that you would have done in these situations, okay? So let's see, let's choose and tell me which are you going to work with, okay? So remember the ones that we have and tell me. You're going to choose two, okay? Uh-huh. Which are you going to choose? Do you have yours, Ronnie?
Lost in the forest.
Okay, lost in the
Teacher,
forest.
one question, please. Buried, it's like being covered by
By
well,
dirt.
what does buried means? What?
When you're covered in dirt, imagine
Oh,
people think that you are dead, and they go to your
okay,
funeral,
okay.
they
It's
put you
like
in a
enterrado.
casket.
Okay, okay.
Yes, yes, exactly. So imagine you're alive and you're like in a casket under the ground. Okay, so Ronnie chose lost in the forest. What else, Ronnie?
Situation maybe.
Hostage situation. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Pretty nice. Okay, Ronnie. So you have your two situations, a hostage and lost in the forest. Okay. So remember to use the structure that we had, right? Now let's see, Andrea and Caleb, which are you going to choose?
I'm going to choose zombie apocalypse.
Okay, really nice. And
And maybe caught in a crossfire.
cutting a crossfire. Okay, pretty nice. So zombie apocalypse and caught in a crossfire. Pretty
Well,
nice.
I'm
What
going
about you?
to choose attacked in an elevator and school shooting.
Okay, attacked in an elevator and school shooting. Okay, pretty nice. Okay, so let's work on that. If you want
So,
to create a little slide with pictures or something to help your little presentation, you can do it too. Okay? Yes, Caleb, you were going to ask me
so we
something?
have to do a PowerPoint explaining what we
Yes, the
have
things
done.
that you would have done if you were in the situations. Okay? So you can say,
Okay.
if I had been attacked in an elevator, I would have these. Okay?
Okay, great.
Okay. If you have any question, just ask me. Okay?
Okay.
Teacher, we must use the structure you showed us at the beginning.
Yes, of course. I can show it for you if you want. Okay.
Okay.
There we have. You have to use this structure. Okay. I would have something, or I should have something. Okay.
Okay, teacher, I am ready with one of the presentations.
Okay, really good. You can continue working with the other one. If we don't have enough time, don't worry, okay? But you can
Okay.
continue with the other one. Okay, thank
Do
you.
I have to send it to you or
Yes, if we don't have enough time in class, you can send it to me, okay? On WhatsApp,
okay?
so that I can check it.
Okay. Captain PowerPoint and debate. Fine. Video. Video. First. Okay. Step. Search. X. X. It's the first step. Set.
Okay, let's see what we got. Did you finish one?
I finished.
Okay. What about you, Ronnie? Did you finish at least one of the situations?
I have some few sentences about the two situations.
Oh, okay. Pretty nice. And I think that Caleb is in the middle of the second one, right? So let's see. Let's present the one that you have, okay? Who wants to go first?
I can go first if you want.
Okay, thank you very much, Ronnie. Caleb, I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't worry.
I was looking that Ronnie activated his mic. Okay, you're going to share your screen, right? So,
Yeah.
okay, there we have it.
Okay, so here's the second one. Okay, so I had a school shooting. Okay,
Very nice.
so can you see it? Both for all of you?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
great. So if I were, or if it was, sorry, on school shooting, first of all, I would try to identify who is the shooter. Okay. Then just like looking carefully everywhere, and if I hear shots, try to identify where they come from. Okay. And then you have a picture of a boy with in that situation. Then if the shooter were in my class or in my room, I would try to protect myself or to cover myself with something like a table, a chair, even a bag. My friend, no, and then I would like to to look after my relatives. For example, if I have a sister or a brother, I would like to try to find where he is or if he's safe enough to be not to die, And even if I have some friend that is really special to me or my girlfriend or something like that, I would like to look after her or look after him. And finally, I would contact with the authorities in order to secure the perimeter. That would be my behavior in that situation.
Okay, that was actually pretty nice. Everything you said, right? To identify maybe if it is a student, when you call the police and when you contact the authorities, they are going to ask you, what do you know? Oh, it's this boy. Okay, so they already know, right? And you can give like a physical description of that person too. Because imagine that the student or the person who starts the shooting stops and then he tries to run away, right? And he's on the street walking like very fresh. So from your physical description, the police can catch that person, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yes, that was pretty nice, Kyler. Thank you very much. Thank
Okay,
you. And a really good presentation. I like the pictures.
thanks.
Very
Yeah,
realistic.
yeah, that was the objective one.
Yes. Okay. Very nice. Thank you. And you can
Okay.
send me the other PowerPoint that I see that you're working with. Okay, you can
Well,
send it to me.
okay, yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, you. Oh,
Let me.
elevator combat.
What? Yeah.
Yes, I see that you changed the name to a more like dramatic one, right? Okay, pretty nice,
Yeah.
Caleb. Pretty good job. Now let's see, Andrea or Ronnie, who wants to go next?
I can, but mine is
Okay.
like too short. I know.
Okay, don't worry, don't worry.
Okay. So let me share screen.
Okay.
Um, okay.
Okay. I like the drawings.
Let me- I'm gonna. Okay. So
Okay.
if I had been in the zombie apocalypse, I would have looked for a safe place, any type of weapon, and when necessary, I would have gone out in search of groceries and try to stay in a group of survivors so as not to be alone. I would also have tried to eliminate all the zombies near my shelter with my group.
Okay, so you would have become like a soldier or something
Yeah,
from the
like
army, right?
in the Walking Dead.
Yes, right? Like in the Walking Dead, right?
Yeah.
Trying to find more people who have survived, right? That is a good point. Not to be alone. That is really
Yeah.
good. And try to find people that can protect you because you're not going to look people that you have to protect, right? Besides
Yeah.
protect yourself, you're going to be taking care of other people. No. Try to find intelligent people, smart people, or
Yeah.
strong people, right?
Strong
To
people. Yeah.
yes, to protect you, or people who maybe are going by a car or something that can get you like an advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Also search for groceries. That's really nice. You're going to get hungry, right?
Yeah.
Not? What are you going to do? Okay. And maybe a gun that it is somewhere there laying in a piece of grass, right? So you
Yeah.
can protect yourself. Okay, pretty nice. A zombie apocalypse. Pretty nice, Andrea. Thank you very much.
Okay.
And now for the last one, we have Ronnie. Which is your situation, Ronnie?
I have the two situations, and I
Okay.
have however, I have short ideas.
Okay. Tell me your short ideas, Ronnie.
Okay, let me share something.
Okay. the hostage situation.
Well, if I were in a hostage situation,
Mhm.
I should have been in a complete calm, trying not to cause any reaction from the criminals against me. However, if there's any opportunity, I would have looked for any free exit and run away from there and go for the police help.
Okay, you would take the risk of running, right?
And this is about the hostage situation.
Okay, okay. Always in this type of cases, when you're dealing with criminals, you have to be smart, right? Try to think a little bit crazy. What would they do if I do this, right? Okay, and the other one we have lost in the forest. Okay, tell me, right?
Yes. If I were lost in the forest, I got have oriented by looking some elevation and go there in order to find a town, or if a river exists, to follow the direction where the water goes in.
Okay.
But if the situation is at night, I could have been the top of a tree, avoiding any wild animal, and try to rest until the next day to continue to find any resource to go out there.
Okay, pretty nice. Yes, that is pretty nice to look for a higher place, right? So you can see what else is in there, right? Maybe you from the ground you just see trees all over the place, right? But maybe if you go on top of a tree or I don't know on a rock, you can see more, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and follow a river. That is a good one too, to follow a river, right? Either way, if you go up the river or down the river, you are going to get somewhere, right? You're not going to get lost because between a lot of trees, you can maybe walk in like this or in straight line or even in circles, right? We don't know because maybe the trees look the same. And yes, if you have to spend the night there because you don't see anything, you don't have a lamp, you don't have any kind of light, you can you can climb up a tree, right? So maybe you don't know which animals live there, so you don't get eaten, right? From different animals or attacked by animals, right? Okay, pretty nice, Ronnie. So we have the situation for this. Okay, people. So let's see. Tell me if you have questions about this topic. Was it difficult for you to implement this structure? Did you have like a trouble?
No, I think no.
No. Okay, it is really easy, right? When you get used to it, you get it becomes easier for you to just say would have or should have and then think about the past participle. Maybe the thing that is a little bit complicated is trying to remember what is the past participle of the verb we're trying to use, right? Because sometimes it's like, it is this or is it that one? Is it regular? Is it irregular? Right? It is a little bit tricky to use past participle, right? But you did a great job. Okay, so thank you very much and thank you for joining the class today, people. We're going to see each other tomorrow, okay, for a new brand topic. Okay, so have a wonderful rest of the night. Thank you very much. And we're
Thank
going
you.
to see each other tomorrow, okay?
Yes.
Okay. Good
Thank
night.
you,
Thank you,
teacher.
people. Good night. You're
See
welcome,
you
Ronnie.
tomorrow.
Good night.
Have a
See
nice
you.
night.
Good night, Caleb. Bye bye.
Bye.